Hey everybody, it's my birthday. Lauren got me this awesome shirt for my birthday. I put it on. She also got me a Smurfs shirt. Yeah, it's yellow and blue and red. I love it. And this other shirt, I do worry I will be mistaken for a hot dog on a stick employee wearing this shirt, but I'm still gonna wear it. It's super soft. It's super cute. I'll wear it. She also, last thing, she got me this poster that is, what if Indiana Jones teamed up with Rick O'Connor from The Mummy? I would love to read this comic or watch this movie. I think that would be awesome. I gotta get that framed. Yeah, it's my birthday. I didn't take the day off work from CMAC, so I still have a little bit of CMAC work to do. Help Caesar kind of update some of the computers as a part of the reopening process, and editing the final edit of the Marjorie Mason Center project. So I got to get that done. I actually still need to finish editing yesterday's vlog because it's such a beastly video of Gilbert and I installing the automation motors and actuator and struts for the frunk of his Tesla. So if you haven't watched that, go check that out. Skim through it. It's funny. Even if you don't own a Tesla, and it was really fun to put together. Yeah, that's really it for today. I just want to check in, tell y'all I'm having a good birthday. It's been a great day, and it's not even over yet. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Ooh, what
got
is
my
that?
Weezer mix.
Oh, you even drew the Weezer W on the Sony mini disc.
Yep.
Man, I loved mini disc players.
We even got a blank.
Oh, ready to go.
Brand new.
Could you record a mic on this one? It had a line in.
I don't know. I bought it not too long ago. I think I bought it like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, let's turn the
Oh, actually, no, it's got to be more than that. So I bought it while I was still in Davis because I got it for Romney as a joke. And I was like, this is actually kind of cool. So then I bought one for myself. But I had to run the software, the ripping software, to like make your playlist and put it on a mini disc. I had to do it on Windows XP. So it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah. But they sounded so much better than like an MP3 player, an MP3 recorder. And I love to record my band practices with the mini disc player. I had a blue
Line
one.
in optical.
And then I had a black and red one. I had multiple mini disc players. But yeah, oh man. And it was just such a satisfying...
Hey, there's a record button right there.
Yeah, with the line in. But it was such a satisfying, like, mechanism.
And that's probably why they broke, because they were mechanical like that.
Yeah, but I really liked them. But you back? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you haven't really like been on the vlog like this, but you did the editor podcast with me like this. But I wanted to talk to you because you just got a new camera. What did you get?
I got the Fuji XS10.
It is quite excessive.
Actually, it's quite small.
It's quite small.
It's got a really substantial grip, which is handy.
Yeah, it feels, may I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels pretty substantial compared to the XT20.
Well, the XT20 is like nothing, but the XT3 and the XT4 don't have grips nearly that big.
Yeah.
I don't know about the XH1, but this is like a little mini XH1 with better focusing.
What did you sold something to get this with the XT20?
Yeah, so when Maya and no, sorry. I have my XT20 still. I sold my XT3.
Oh, the XT3. Yeah.
I was out with Maya on our spring break mini honeymoon that was offset from our wedding. And so I was hiking around with the 16 to 80, which I had just gotten, and it was just too heavy. Like,
Yeah.
hiking around for a few miles, a few hours, like it just got heavy and it was kind of annoying.
But you also took a big lens on what?
Yeah,
what
that was the 100 to 400, and that thing was gargantuan.
Beastly.
And so I realized that going on this 5 mile hike with that in my bag, with the XT3 with the battery grip and the 16 to 80, was just too heavy and too cumbersome. And like there was a hawk that came out, and I took like 4 pictures. They were all awful, and so it was just a waste of carrying that like 4-pound lens with a gigantic body. And like even with that,
You're
like
just working out. I would just switch hands and I'd do some reps with it.
Yeah, well, it was, I don't know. And it was really muddy, so it was slippery. And then you're thinking like, oh, if I slip and fall, I'm going to damage thousands of dollars of camera gear. And so I figured something lighter would be good. So I was juggling the thoughts of this, or like a Z50, just because I've got the Nikon Z6 and all those lenses. But I ended up going with this one, and I decided that like that 1680, I like hear all these rave reviews on YouTube, but from the photos I got, it wasn't super sharp.
You weren't impressed by it?
And so I ended up getting this lens too, the 16 millimeter.
Just the 16 prime.
Yeah, because I feel like when you're out in nature, you want to take wider shots anyways. And so I figured this little weatherproof lens would be good.
Oh, and it's weatherproof? That's
and it's brighter too. It's 2.4 or 2.8 instead of 4.
Yeah.
So.
What you also sold that long lens as well, right?
Yeah. So I sold that because I wanted to try out the 70 to 300 because it's significantly smaller, but it's also significantly understocked and still backordered on B&H.
Yeah, I sold my Sigma 85 thinking I would replace it with either the Canon 85 or Canon 70 to 200, and I still haven't done it. And I probably won't do it until after Lauren and I get married, unless I fall into money that can pay for the wedding and then have some left over for a lens. But yeah, what in terms of the sensor behind the lens, is it the same sensor as the XT3 and XT4?
Yeah, the X-Trans 4 sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it's stabilized because they've got the little IBIS unit inside of here.
So like more like the XT4.
Yeah.
In terms of that. And it's got the flippy screen like the XT4. We could have recorded this vlog on it, but I wanted to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I always loved the flippy screen back when I had my Canon Rebel and then when I had my Lumix G85. But then with the XT3, I really liked having the tilting screen, and then it tilted up, so you could essentially get a low angle shot and go up. You can do
like
it with
that
this
anyway, yeah. And you had for filming yourself, you have that little like mirror thing that goes in the hot shoe, and then you could still put a shotgun mic on top of the mirror.
Yeah, that thing's a little tacky, but I mean, I can still use that for the Nikon. So.
Yeah, and you still need it for your Z6. As someone who primarily does video, this does do 4K up to 30 frames per second. 4K 60 is like my new standard though. Like I need at least 4K 60. It does do 120 and even 240
frames per second. Super slow-mo.
But it will crop in on the sensor a little bit, huh?
Yeah, and I was looking at the quality is a little bit lower, but it is kind of fun. I was taking some super slow-mo of Willow.
Nice. Yeah, and if you're outside and the sun is bright, it'll be less
Yeah, it was at night inside,
Indoors.
So it was pretty dark.
Yeah, how are you liking it so far? It's only been a couple days, but
yeah, I like the ergonomics. I've been playing around with how I want to set up my custom buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun because I like playing with Fujifilm's film simulations.
Yeah.
And there's a whole dial dedicated to it.
Was it regularly that way, or did you set it for that?
Yeah. So it's normally set there. If I wanted to, I could set it to make that an exposure compensation dial.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Like, when I saw it, that's what I expected it to be.
Yeah, but it's nice because all these dials, they're just blacked out. So you can really have whatever you want. Even the one that used to be the control for like how the EVF automatically works, or
So you've actually made that
Actually, it came standard with a blacked out button, and then it was white balance, but I've shifted it around to some focusing
Yeah,
options.
so no labels on the wheels or this button next to the EVF. Interesting. What are some quirks? Have you run into anything on the camera that kind of frustrate you, or anything you would warn someone if they were looking to buy one?
Yeah, as far as quirks, I feel like my hand's not super big, but my hand gets a little bit in the way of the dial here.
A little cramped.
I would set this up for shutter and aperture, but you can't swap those dials, which you
so this front one is aperture and
yes.
this one is shutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's backwards for me as
Yeah.
a Canon.
But I guess that's the
camera
Nikon
person.
way. So
Yeah, Nikon does it that way.
yeah, so that's a little weird, but I'll just get used to it.
Train your brain. But your Z6 will let you flip them though.
Yeah. My Z6 lets me flip them, so that's what I had on my Panasonic because that's what I had on the Rebel T5i.
Canon, yeah.
So just changed the muscle memory, but having
Will you change your
aperture.
Nikon back?
I just
did.
Yeah.
To match this
Yeah,
Fuji?
I did.
Yeah.
And I changed my X-T20 to go back to this too.
Yeah.
But,
now you primarily use your X-T20 because you're a teacher as a part of your live stream,
it's my Zoom
virtual
camera.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's overkill, or are you happy with how you're using? Because obviously, your school gave you a computer with a little webcam on it, but it's not great.
Yeah, that webcam's not great. It looks like very, very smeary.
You're filming on a potato.
It looks like Vaseline smeared all over the lens. But we also got external ones that are by Lenovo. Except under certain light conditions, it seems like there's like a haze that kind of slowly goes down the screen, and I found that annoying just looking at myself. So I can only imagine how annoying it'd be for my students. But the setup with my little knockoff capture card going into a switch box. So I've got my iPad, my overhead, and my webcam going.
All the HDMI
so
into the switcher, and then the switcher into the computer capture.
Yeah, it's been working out pretty well.
Very cool. Now yesterday was my birthday. You got me a camera. I was like, well, let me tell you how I got interested. I wanted just a really crappy point and shoot film camera. This other YouTuber, Patrick Tommaso, did a video about a Crayola branded camera, and he thinks it was a Vivitar. So then I was looking on eBay for $10 to $15 Vivitars, and you were like, I'm pretty sure Mom just found one of these. She's been cleaning out our grandparents' house, and it's here. I literally just put film in it, and we took a few shots. It's been indoors. It is ISO 400 film, but it's still not great for indoors. So maybe I'll blast this key light directly at you and do a couple pictures and then see if that turns out. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's just a fixed focus lens, and I believe it's about a 35.
It says 35 millimeter right there.
Yeah. Well, but it doesn't mean 35 because of the
length.
film or because of the focal length. There's no batteries required. It's just got the one crank to it to go to the next your next frame. It's got the shutter, and it's got a rewind for when I'm done with the roll of film. Oh, and then a motor release so that when I hit the end of the roll of film, I can release that, and then I can actually wind it, and then open the film, and the nice
90s translucent plastic aesthetic.
Yeah. This is like the teal of my 1990s Game Boy Color. I'm really excited to use up this roll of film and get it developed.
Hopefully it works out well.
But yeah, I mean, the lens in it doesn't look great, but I think it'll be novelty and it'll be fun to have it on my shelf behind me when I do more of these vlogs. So this is just first impressions. I don't have a review of it, but maybe I'll do a review after
a month.
after I do this first roll of film. But there's no brand. I don't know where my grandparents got it. It must have been a gift. It couldn't have cost more than $3. It's got a made in China sticker on it. It says 35 millimeter camera on the front, but no other branding or anything. So no name point and shoot film camera. Well, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more weird camera stuff. Doing a daily vlog. just in preparation of getting married. And yeah, I'm doing it. We're talking about weird stuff that we find and what's going on in my day. But thank you, Brandon, for sharing your Fujifilm XS10.
XS10.
The excessive 10. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. I did my taxes today. Man, I hate doing my taxes. I don't hate doing my taxes. I hate TurboTax. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or even on YouTube, but Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj on Netflix, he broke it down. I think it's still on YouTube. It's just so terrible doing your taxes in the United States. I really hate it. That's all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. I know vlogs are kind of boring or annoying when all you do is talk about the weather, but this is legitimately my favorite weather in the Central Valley, and I want to tell you a little bit more about it, just for a second. See, it rained last night and just a little bit this morning, and now the sun is out, and it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous right now. The air is clean. I can actually breathe the air. Visibility is super high. I can see like practically a mile out, and it's probably only gonna stay this way for just today and maybe tomorrow. But then after that, it's gonna go back to being really smoggy and pollen-y, which sucks. And I love seeing the mountains in the distance or the hills. And I'm still borrowing Gilbert's Mavic Air 2 drone. And I thought I'd throw it up, try to get some of the mountains, capture it in all this Central Valley glory before it's all covered up by smog again. The clouds are still a little in the sky, kind of blocking the mountains, but it's still, oh, it's such a clear day. Sonos Roam is out. It claims to be waterproof for 30 minutes at up to 3 feet. Let's test it out. 3, 2, 1. It's shooting the water out of the door.
It's doing like the Apple Watch.
Yeah. That's it. The Sonos Roam. It's waterproof, and you can kind of hear it underwater. Dry it off, though. There's definitely water in this grill. Oh man, I'm super behind on editing and uploading vlogs. In fact, today I'm back at Central installing more video production equipment so they can live stream events out of their auditorium. But I'm gonna get on it and get back on the horse. Go for it. How do we set a preset?
Okay, so we're on camera 3, so camera 3 is right there, and then just and we're on my bad. We're on preset 1, and we're press 2, call. We're on preset 2. Okay, if you want to make a preset on 5, so
5 call.
So 5 call, and then
Set your.
So let's set it on the podium. You scroll, zoom. The zoom sticks right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do the point. Let's do the monitor.
There you go. Okay, now how do you save that preset?
okay how you say that preset. So you press 5 and hold preset, and it's saved. And now I'm going to call 4 call, and I'm going to call 5 call. There you go.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Just got back from Central Unified. Production went well. Got some kinks worked out with some of the equipment, but not all of the equipment from the other contractor has been installed, so we can't say that that project's done yet until we get integrated with this other contractor. So gonna have to go back next week. And yeah, I don't know why I'm recording this, because I really need to get editing. Today is Tuesday, and I haven't posted a vlog since last Thursday. I have this backlog of editing I need to do, and there's just not enough hours in the day to get it all done. So I'm gonna get to editing on that, and the other Fresno State project I'm editing. So hopefully I can knock those out. And yeah, you'll get to hear more about that Fresno State project as it gets announced. That's it for today. That's it for this. I'll probably group a bunch of these together. So that's it for this string of vlogs. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. I am at the Veterans Memorial Building in Fresno because I'm going to record some interviews and some musical performances for Matilda with Donna Monroe and the Monroe Review. It's both a military museum and an auditorium. The auditorium used to be even bigger. The circus used to come here, like before there was Selland Arena.
So that's why.
Back home, production went well, and now I'm offloading the footage. And I know what you're thinking, like another video to edit, already behind on the vlog, already behind on everything else. I don't know. That's it for today. Production went well. Donna Monroe's the bomb. Check out MonroeReview.com, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.